All right. Well, I'm so happy to offer this. This is a special event. This is a full super blue moon event. And as people are popping in, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Jen Stumpf, the owner of Glow, and I am a psychic medium, medical intuitive. I see inside the body. My guides are really amazing, and that is even developing more and more. In fact, I just had a couple sessions before the Zoom meeting. You'll notice Kendra. She's one of my favorite people. She's going to be helping me. She makes me look really good. So a lot of the things that you guys see from behind the scenes, that's her doing. That's the stuff I don't know how to do. But I'm so excited and glad that we are gathered and meeting today. It's a really special day. Full moon energy in general is special, right? And it's about releasing and letting go. But the fact that it's a super full blue moon, and you've heard that saying like once in a blue moon, this is incredibly special as far as like manifesting, asking for what you want, and really getting that ball rolling. And we're going to talk about that as people pop in and join. I'm so happy you're all here. It's so great. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. Thanks, guys. We're going to be streaming this on Facebook too. So if you are unable to pop on Zoom, hopefully you can see it live on Facebook as well. I wanted to let you know I have two other amazing gals who work with me. One is Carly Palmer. She's an animal communicator. She's also a medium and a Reiki master. And the other is Sherry Lynn. Sherry is amazing at teaching Reiki, and she is really, really good with tarot. So if you ever want readings, all readings, all animal communication sessions, even quantum healing sessions, whatever you are wanting, feeling, needing, we do have a 15% off coupon right now on the website. Since it's back to school, woohoo, got my kids going back to school next week. I cannot wait. I'm secretly excited. They are not, by the way. But yes, we have a back to school session, coupon. So if you are interested in that, please help yourself. That's only going to be good now through the 15th. So definitely take advantage of that. Okay, so we are going to get started. And before we get started, if you just want to take a moment to grab something to write with, something to write on, we are going to set some intentions later during this event. But this is a time where I would like you to please keep your mic muted unless I come to you. I will be coming around everybody who is in Zoom. I will be popping in and asking you if you want a reading towards the end of this event. And like zero judgment. If you do not want a reading or you're not comfortable, I know we're live. I know this is like really out there. It's on the interwebs. And so if you're not comfortable, that's fine. A private session is wonderful. So you just let me know. No judgment, no pressure at all. And if you have comments, please keep your comments in the comment section. That would be amazing, so that if I don't see them, then Kendra can see them and let me know. But otherwise, let's begin. So a super moon. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, this is a super moon. We have super moons every 3 to 4 times a year. And this is approximately this super moon is about 17,000 times closer to the Earth. So for us, it's going to appear larger, more significant. It actually heightens energy, heightens emotions. And it's a lot more powerful. A supermoon is a lot more powerful than just a typical full moon because it is closer. You think of like the tide poles in the ocean, right? And think of like what the tide does and how that changes. Our bodies are the same. We're pulled to do different things. We act different on super moons, on full moons in general. You probably notice like police officers are busier. Emergency rooms are swamped. I have a girlfriend who works at Good Sam in Puyallup here in the emergency room, and she's like, yeah, we like Rochambeau, rock, paper, scissors for who wants to work the night of full moons, specifically full super moons. That's crazy, which makes a lot of sense. But you add a blue moon on top of that, and maybe some of you know, you've heard of that saying, once in a blue moon. Well, a blue moon is 2 moons in one calendar month. So it's like we're getting a full moon in the very beginning of the month and a full moon at the end of the month. And that's huge. Like, so 2 full moons in one calendar month. And the last time this happened was about 10 years ago. So we started August with full moon energy, super intense energy, and we're going to leave August with really intense energy as well. So typically blue moons are all about like shifting energy, transforming energy. And that's exactly what we are going to be talking about. Like whatever was not serving you before, that's going to change. We're going to bring in what is serving you. But to do that, you have to release, right? It's like you have to clean your closet if you want new clothes. I was just telling this to my neighbors last night, actually. You can't get a new sofa unless you get rid of your old sofa. Like, where are you going to put your new sofa, right? I mean, your old sofa is like in the spot that you need it. So you have to get rid of the old to bring in the new, which makes perfect sense. So the next full super blue moon that we will have will not be until 2037. Which sounds so crazy. In fact, I read that we would have 2 blue moons that year, one in January and one in March, which just doesn't seem right. It feels like it's kind of like mind blowing, actually, when you think about that. But let's talk about August, because August in general is the 8th month of the year, right? So the fact that this super blue moon is in August. 8 in numerology, if you're familiar with 8s, the figure 8, right? Manifesting, magic. 8 is reminding us that we are magic. It's also about making choices for change. Like, what can we do now to make a change? Any choices that we choose, like even small little changes, will transform into really big outcomes later, right? So this is also about like claiming self-desires with authority. Like if you really truly want something, it's like now is the time to claim it. Now is the time to manifest that. 8s are about self-confidence and strength and love for humanity. Super sad, but all these fires happening, it's like, man, I think people are coming out of the woodwork and connecting with each other, connecting with community. We love and we need each other. And it's also 8s are also about deep peace. And so this full super blue moon is going to be representing all of that, along with our hopes, our dreams, our desires, our manifestations. And to be honest with you, like, we forget about this, but we have so many angels, so many helpers, so many guides, so many ancestors, loved ones, family members in the spirit world who want us to be successful. They are co-creating with us to make this successful, to make our manifestations of abundance, of whatever, of peace. It's not always about money and finances, but it's also about peace, right? So they want us to remember to co-create with them. So always ask for help and trust that they always have your back. I think that is something that we typically forget. They are here to support us as we co-create the life that we really want to live, right? So I think that if you can remember nothing of this and just remember that, like, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to lean on them. I trust what they are giving me because I know that they have my best interest at heart, right? But before we manifest and before we like ask for all the stuff that we want and we are like really thriving for, yeah, like I'm going to say thriving for, we're wanting that so badly to come into our lives, whether it is feeling like we are stuck in relationships. Maybe it's feeling like you may have like money issues, saving money, or lack of abundance right now. It could be relationships that are just not serving you, even, right? So all of this stuck energy, or even your boundaries or lack of, right? A lot of us go through that. But we have to clean and clear out all the stuck energy, all the stuff that isn't serving us. And so, for those of you who feel like you are stuck, like your life purpose or your path feels stuck, it's like, keep in mind that you cannot expect change unless you make changes. So, if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, it's nothing's going to happen. Nothing is going to change. You have to change how you're operating, right? And so it's kind of like complaining about a job over and over and over again. And so, what are you going to do about this, right? By not applying anywhere else and just complaining, it's like that is not helping. You're not bettering yourself. You may not be changing up your skill set, right? And so, this is about like figuring out what is working for you, what is not working for you, and making a change. You have to make changes, even small changes, which I feel like this super moon is going to be like, oh my gosh, it's like you would think it'd be like bam, and it is all taken care of and all done, but it's not. I feel like it's kind of at a turtle's pace, just FYI. So, have you ever heard this saying, like, if you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? Right. And I think this goes back to everything. Fear gets the best of us in a lot of situations, right? Like we hold ourselves back, or other people are scared that their friends or family are growing and they aren't. And so fear holds everybody back. And so I think that is the old story. Fear is an old story that is starting to shed and release. And peace is the new story. It's coming in, you guys. I can feel it, and I see it a lot with my clients. So the old stories and the old life and the old feelings and old emotions, maybe it's like you don't feel good enough. You don't feel worthy enough. You feel like your self-doubt is really creeping in and it's blocking you from thriving. That is all starting to break free. It's like, man, your body that was around, it's funny. I'm just seeing this right now. My guides are hilarious. They're like, wait, show them that you're stuck in an ice cube. So that's what I'm going to tell you. So it's like you're frozen in an ice cube and the ice cube is melting and you're like breaking free. They're funny. That's how I see that. So with this full moon, you have the opportunity to look into your lives. And this is maybe about how you deal with things, right? So I want you to like really focus internally instead of like pointing fingers and like, oh, they need to get out of my life and that needs to go and that needs to go. Well, it's also about like, how are you responding, right? Like, how are you making that better or that situation different, right? And so this is an opportunity for us to figure out what is not working for us. And if it is not working for us, what can we do to trust, and B, to let go, right? Trust our guides, our angels in the highest and best of the divine, and release and let go. And I know this can be super difficult. I know it's not easy. I understand that old patterns, old situations still feel stuck and stagnant, but I think that we are coming to a time where we're really like starting to break out of this. And so even though it might feel difficult or you might not be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, you can make small changes now and understand that now, with these small changes, change is coming. Transformation is coming. Do not lose faith. Do not lose hope. I want to remind you that I'm very similar to you. the struggle is real. I'm literally just like you. I'm a mom. I'm a human, and at times I understand what that struggle is like. I mean, we're all trying our hardest in life, and we're trying to juggle all the things while pleasing other people, and I tend to not do enough for myself. So pay attention to that. If that sounds like you too, um, start to, go within and start to notice what is working for you. Start to notice like what doors are opening for you, what new opportunities are starting to surface and show up for you. Maybe you are nervous to say yes and to take that risk. I mean, like, change is scary. It's all very, very scary. But keep in mind, that it's all about the universe working its processes, right? To bring you to peace, to bring you to abundance, to allow you to like dig deep and get all that yucky stuff out, be done with it, right? Throw it out and start with a clean, fresh slate. So you do have the power of that, right? I mean, we forget that we are limitless. We forget that we truly have the ability to manifest the things that we want. And keep in mind too, like if you're seeing repetitive numbers, or like 333 or 777, or you're seeing pennies. I just talked to a client and she sees pennies and she's like, yeah, I just had somebody like threw a penny at me the other day, or like it jumped out at me. And I was like, yeah, I saw that. um, so whatever your sign is from the spirit world, I would like you to pay attention to your mindset. When that sign appears, what is on your mind? Is it for comfort? Is it for love? Or do you find that you were just thinking about the house that you're moving into and you saw a penny, right? Like pay attention to your mindset when you do see these signs from the universe. They are speaking to you. And that's when you know that your thoughts and your high self is in full alignment to and with your path, right? It's like it narrows your path, and it just reminds you that you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. So good job. If you're seeing that, I always feel like you're on your path. When you're seeing deja vu, I always feel like, yep, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You feel good in this. You've felt it before. And yeah, it's so beautiful. So now during the full super blue moon, your emotions are going to feel intense and they are very real. There is absolutely no denying this. Feel them and figure out like where are they coming from. Is this feel like resentment, something you're like hanging on to, or anger or whatnot? It's time to release that and let that go. Maybe that was serving you at some point. Oh, and that gives me goosebumps. It's not cold in here. It's actually rather warm in my studio right now. But I think you all need to realize that at one point, those were protection mechanisms, right? That we needed to feel, we needed to have. And now it's like, okay, I don't need that anymore. It's actually holding me back from thriving, from success and abundance of all kinds. So it's time to release them, get them out. They are no longer serving you. And that leads into like some astrology. Now, for all of my members, I talk about this in membership too. For all of my members, if you're a Glow Up member, hi, I'm so happy you're here. For all of my members, I do offer live readings and lots of education. So if that is something that you are interested in, I'm so here and happy to guide you on your spiritual journey. You can find information for my membership on my website. But for a lot of my members, I'm just going to say, I'm no astrology buff. I can't even claim to be, but I do understand a little bit. And I understand that all planets are really retrograde except for Mars. And and even though astrology is not my jam, I feel like when Mars is the only planet that is direct, I think this is about like making changes within ourselves, right? And I briefly talked about that a little bit. And those changes that we make and how maybe we respond to other people, or or whatever we are doing to push ourselves to be better, or maybe it's for health reasons to feel better, right? Because everything else is in retrograde. When you start making those decisions and you start pushing yourself forward, even like baby steps, everything's in retrograde. So it's going to feel slow. It's going to feel like, oh my God, I'm making all these changes and nothing is freaking happening. What is happening? Why is this happening? So it does feel like it's at a turtle's pace. But let me remind you that these changes do not happen overnight. You are prepping your vibes and your energy for what is coming in the future. Okay. So I typically read like 6, 8, 12 months when I read tarot and offer readings. And I feel like this is energy in this full moon that can potentially like reach the next year and a half. But specifically, I don't want you to look that far because it's almost overwhelming. When we look that far, we're like, blah, I don't know. That just seems like so much energy, so dense, so like totally foggy, not clear. And I want you to get out of that mindset. Okay. I want you to clean and clear your minds. And I think these changes are actually going to happen quite fast. I think it's going to be like 6 to 9 months or less. So I want you to know that you are gently directing and guiding your energy as you're manifesting. You are guiding your energy to where your intentions are leading you and to where and who you are becoming, right? So like the new you, the old you, it's like if you were to take off your skin suit and it's like, oh gosh, I'm done with that. That feels really good to totally be done with that. That's kind of how I feel like this is. So this is beautiful, full, super blue moon energy that if you want to start becoming healthy, if you feel like you can make some small changes that will make like giant impact later, then start doing it. Do it for yourself. Make that commitment for yourself. Now is the time. Not, oh, I'm going to start in September because that just feels really good. We're going to finish this month off. No, it's time now. If you really want that new job, then start dressing the part and present yourself accordingly, like now. Start envisioning and seeing yourself of what this looks like, where you're going. If you're moving, picture the perfect house, picture everything that you want in this property maybe, or what you want the inside of the house to look like. Maybe you have a staircase and you have that in your mind. You're not wrong for wanting all the beautiful things that bring you peace and comfort and abundance. You're not wrong. You are worthy of this. So do not forget that. You know what wasn't working for you. You know maybe what is working for you, and maybe you understand now what you need to release. So I feel like, and a lot of people are talking about how like this is probably the biggest transit in all of 2023, with most planets retrograde, Mars is direct, other things happening. It's time to show up in new ways. Your behaviors, your belief systems about yourself, about the things you tell yourself. So just take a moment. If you didn't already grab piece of paper and a pen or a pencil or something to write with, a crayon, if you have a kid, one of your kids' crayons, that's fine. But just take a moment right now to grab that, if you didn't, and write down, maybe it's just like one thing, but 1 to 3 things. That's what I'm asking for. So on one piece of paper, I want you to write all this down on one piece of paper. So don't make it giant. Because we're going to take that one piece of paper and do something with it. So write down 1 to 3 things this year that has been working for you. Like, what is working for you? What do you feel feels really, really good? Like, I brought that in. I manifested that. That feels good. Maybe it is a job. Maybe it is a relationship. And I really want you to think about those things. And if you have more than 3, kudos, that's wonderful. If you have 1 or you're still thinking about it, just write down the question, right? So like write down 1 to 3 things this year that has been working for you. And notice how your body feels when you recognize what is working for you, right? Pay attention to, oh yeah, like when you feel something feels really good, what's the first thing? It's like you take a big deep breath and you just let your shoulders go, you let your body relax. Doesn't that feel really good? So pay attention to what feels good. I'll just give you another minute for that. And as you're writing down what is working for you, what feels really good to you, the next thing I would like you to write down is what, like 1 to 3 things or more if you have more, but what things over the last year has not been working for you. You don't have to write why, you don't have to elaborate on that. What isn't working for you anymore? And when you write those things down, when you bring them up, when you think about them, again, I want you to recognize inside your body what maybe not peace feels like, okay? What a disturbance feels like within your body. And start recognizing again within your body how that feels when something doesn't work for you. And this goes to show too, like I'm just teaching you to check in with yourself, trust your gut, your intuition, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. There's not a lot of gray area there. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't, that's what it is. So maybe what isn't working for you, this could be like your boundaries, something you used to put up with, maybe how you let others treat you, and pay attention to all of that. How does that make your body feel? And the last thing that I would like you to write down is 1 to 3 or more ways that you can show up in new ways, okay? So write down a couple different ideas on how you can show up differently, how you can change things, and what this means for you. This could be changing your behavior, your belief system, could be letting things roll off your shoulders. Might be the way that we talk about ourselves and think and look at ourselves, right? And sometimes this is a hard one. Like, how can you show up in new ways that are better, that make you feel good? That can be hard. Perfect. Okay. So as we kind of evaluate everything that we are going through with what we loved, what worked, what doesn't work, and how we can change, right? Like, how can we bring in and show up in new ways? How can we bring in that abundance of other things that feels good to us? I just want you to pay attention to how that can start, that change can develop and start becoming something really amazing, really, really beautiful. And I want you to just, after tonight's session, not right now, but after tonight's event, I would like you to just take a moment and write out your new story. Okay. And you can write that. My new story is. Okay. So pay attention maybe to what you are watching, what you are listening to, what you're eating. Bring power back into what you want, what you need, what you have learned, what feels good and healthy, and not just like physically, but like mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Think about what you are investing in you. This isn't about other people. I'm going to reiterate that. It's not about anybody else. This is about you. So, how are you investing in you that is going to benefit you in the long run? And it's not selfish. You are worthy. So, don't think that. August is all about change. So if you're feeling triggered to some of this, think about like, why am I holding back? Or why do I feel like I can't fill this out? Or why do I feel why do I feel like this is uncomfortable, you know? And sometimes when you bring stuff to the surface, it can be uncomfortable. Change is really hard. So surrender, trust that, know that your guides, your angels, the universe is working to help you, right? So you might be and feel really, really emotional at this time. That release, that emotional release is exactly what you need. So lean into that, dive into that. That is your guides and the divine in perfect timing. And understand that meditation is really amazing. You can calm and relax your body through meditation and yoga and breath work and slowing down, calming down, checking in with your body, with what you need. This next chapter is about bringing peace into your life. So, what are the things that bring you into balance? Maybe it's more laughter and fun. Maybe it's a hot bath. It doesn't have to be anything you purchase. It doesn't have to be anything that costs a lot of money, right? Um, but it's about claiming this and bringing it into your life. So be open to love, connections with new friends. You be open to either mending or walking away from relationships. Be open to collaboration with one another and community. Be open to finding your tribe. I do have to say, in membership, it is pretty equal. Everybody really, I honor that. In fact, I look forward to jumping in frequently and talking about personal stuff in there because we're all going through a journey and we're all learning from each other. And when you express what is on your heart and your mind, you are healing your physical and your non-physical. So if you feel like you need that, I'm here for you. With that being said, pause and slow down before you expand so rapidly. I think like we just expect like instant change, like now, rapid change. And I just want to remind you that it's okay to feel balanced. It's okay to slow down, gather your bearings a little bit. You don't have to know all the answers right now, but if you know what feels good and what doesn't feel good, that starts to strengthen your intuition. It starts to help guide you a little bit more on this next new chapter for you. And then you can really clean and clear the old stuff and start manifesting all of that good abundance. So review the old, how you're thinking, speaking, maybe judging others or yourself. Evaluate maybe your money and finances, what isn't working for you, and lean into what is. Remember, I said that all planets except for Mars are in retrograde. So, like I said, like it's not going to be fast. Okay. It's going to be feeling really slow, almost like lethargic. Your body might feel different as you're releasing. You might be tired. You might need more water and rest. That is totally normal. I actually saw today a lot of vertigo in clients. I did a lot of readings today, and so feeling vertigo in clients means that they're going through some vibrational shifts. It's the energies around them. So if you're feeling a bit of vertigo, just hang in there, rest your body, write your new story. Remember, I said at the end of this, like start writing your new story. What does it feel like for you? What is your intuition telling you? What's your body saying now? And so think about like small daily tasks and habits that you can make that move you in a positive transition. It illuminates everything coming to the surface. The old is super old. Your expectations are not stuck anymore, right? So release that and allow those expectations to bloom, okay? And actually, frankly, I'm going to tell you, let go of expectations because a lot of times abundance and amazing things happen when you're least expecting it, right? There's angels all around us. So break away from the traditional approach, okay? And just loosen your grip a little bit. This is about baby steps, small things each day, not giant changes. So don't get frustrated on this journey, okay? And, we talked earlier about how the universe has perfect timing always. Sometimes feeling stuck is like, okay, time out. I need to like recollect my thoughts, recollect my energy. What wasn't working for me, I got to figure that out and dive really, really deep and understand that our egos are like so demanding. Like they want action right now. Our egos are like, yeah, I'm making these changes. Like they should be changing now. But it's not really that way. So, what I would like you to do is when you are ready, if you're ready, just be in a relaxed state. You can either be sitting or laying down. So, if you're watching this, I want you to just relax your body. You can put your pen down if you're still writing, which is wonderful, by the way. So just put your pen down and we're going to do a little heart chakra singing bowl. And I hope this comes through clearly for you all. It's good. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope this comes in clearly. I know sometimes when we're live, it doesn't. It changes kind of how this shows up. But we're going to do just a simple meditation where we are going to kind of walk you through relaxing your body, feeling your breath, and going into your heart space. Okay? So, wherever you are, just go ahead and close your eyes and relax your body. Relax everything, totally let go. Start with the top of your head. And each breath that you take, feel your shoulders relax. Relax down your arms, your hands, your fingers, your fingertips. Down your torso, your chest. Relax your hips, your legs, all the way down into your knees, your ankles, your toes. I'd like you to focus directly on your heart space, your heart center. As you relax your entire body, you are releasing any burden on your heart, on your mind, felt in your head, on your shoulders, in your back. I'd like you to imagine a glowing ball of peace in front of your face, however you see that glowing ball of light. And on your next inhale in, go ahead and breathe that directly into the center of your chest, right into your heart space. And as you feel this growing ball of peace in the center of your chest, go ahead and expand it out. Expand it up and out, up to your shoulders and the top of your head, out and down your arms into your hands. See this glowing ball of light fill your entire chest, down into your hips, your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet, your toes. And as you see and feel and know, Your body is glowing nice and bright. Go ahead and expand that into your aura as you are pushing away any and all unwanted energy in and around your aura, any thoughts from others, things, any discrepancies, disturbances. Go ahead and completely release them, push them out. They no longer belong. Let them go with ease as they freely go back to their highest and best place in the divine and most sacred and holy. And notice how your body feels nice and clean. You are fully protected by your angels and guides in the universe. And as you hear my voice, notice that glowing ball of light from your heart chakra in your aura come back into your heart as you take a big deep breath in. Breathe in and see that light come back into your body and back into your heart space. You are filled with love and light and clarity. And abundance of all kinds. Only in the highest and best, in the divine and holy sacred. Remember to call in your tribe. You are never alone. The old is no longer working and is fading away. So when you are ready, you can wiggle your toes and your fingers and come on back into your body. And open your eyes whenever you are ready. Beautiful. Thanks, you guys. I hope you like that. So beautiful. If you like this, I mean, we haven't got to the super fun part. The super fun part's when we do the readings, I think. That's my jam. Astrology, not my jam. But readings are really amazing and truly what I love. So I'm starting to lose my voice already. It's been quite a day. I had a Zoom session right before this, so I'm just really honored to connect with you. But if you like this, membership is where it's at. And that is a growing community that will fully support you. So yay, so good. Everybody feel good. Oh, I hope you love that so much. Yes. So take this time, right? Like this is such beautiful, intense energy that it's so powerful and it's really about you. So thank you so much for coming, everybody. I'm going to offer readings now. So whoever I'm called to, I'm going to change my view here to gallery view, and I am just going to jump right in. Let's see here. Priscilla, can I come to you?
Yeah.
Hi, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Priscilla, would you like a reading?
I would love a reading.
You would? Yes. Okay. Thank you. I'm just hearing the words divide your time. Okay. I feel like you may be feeling like you either need to divide your time or you're doing that right now, where either all of you is in this part of your energy and your space and the things you have to do, or totally detach from that and doing what you want to do and what you love. I feel like there is true division. Yeah, I have full saying that. Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Kind of like my business world and then me wanting to be in the garden all day and doing the things that I really, really love.
Yeah. I think this is going to like eventually blend. Okay. And it's not going to be so like, oh, I have to be one brained here and then the other brained here, right? Like right brain, left brain, or whatever that is. Because I think that's just not serving you. It's actually exhausting. So like I can feel you being quite tired. Does that resonate with you?
Totally.
I mean, getting pulled in two different directions. So, this is just about you like shaking free from feeling like you have to be 100% in the business world all the time. Okay. I'm not like encouraging you to like not punch in or anything. Okay. But I think oftentimes we don't give ourselves grace and we're just go, 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 go. And by the time we want to like fill our cup with the garden or like other things that feel really good, we don't have the energy to do that. And then we just get so depleted and tired. And I can just see that with you. So making more time for like what you love, I'm just going to call you out on that and encourage you to do that.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. I love that so much. Okay, let's see here. Wendy C. Wendy. Hello.
Hello.
Wendy.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Jen. That was so awesome.
Oh, good. I hope you liked it.
I did.
Yeah, awesome. Perfect. Wendy, can I offer a reading to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. Wendy, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Wendy, this is about community. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing 3 of wands. So this is opportunity and this is community. You might actually have like 2 other people very close to you that are starting to see your growth. They're starting to see your changes. And then it's like, I can see your light just bursting. It's like, yeah, I am changing. Yeah, I am growing. This feels so good. And it's like you almost are, it's like you are waiting for that confirmation from other people or from somebody else. Does that make sense a little bit to you?
Mostly for me, I think.
Okay. So there it is. It's like, boom, that confirmation is there. But you have 2 helpers and 2 guides. Okay. That must be, yeah, because I see them as like people around you, but thank you, show me. Okay, a really tall gentleman and a shorter, like stockier female. Okay. And this could be like grandparents or relatives standing behind you, but they're supporting you. Your right wrist might be hurting because I actually feel like you're being pulled in another direction. So heads up with that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you notice your wrist hurting?
No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna clear that because I can
Thank
just see
you.
you go pink over here. Okay. And sometimes when our helpers and guides work with us, sometimes we can feel different energies and different things happening within our bodies. So pay attention. I feel like you're going to be pulled in another different direction, kind of, oh, it's a personal avenue. Okay. It's personal. But I love this and you are guided. So although this might be that sensation and feeling of that you are alone, you are not. Okay.
Got
So
it.
be prepared. That's coming in.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
You're
you, Jen.
welcome.
Take
Thank you so
care.
much, Wendy.
Love you.
I love you. Okay, let's see. I haven't gotten to any of the comments yet, you guys. I'm so sorry. Was the singing bowl not coming in? Did somebody say that the sound didn't come through? I'm sorry. No. Okay. Well, that's why I stopped, because I just was worried about that. Paige Martin. Hi. Would you like a message?
Yes. Hi.
Hi. How are you, Paige?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me.
Of
I'm trying to
course.
get back to be able to see you. There you go. Okay, Paige. Yes, I'm actually going to pull you a card. Okay, thank you. I feel like there's been some frustration with you lately. Okay, like I feel like you're feeling really overwhelmed, and it's like, oh gosh, I need to. Either you're feeling really under pressure. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to make a choice or you have to decide, and it's like it shouldn't be that way. So just relax and start trusting. I talked about this multiple times. Okay, so like start trusting what your guides are telling you. Start trusting what is coming in, because I think that you're nervous about big changes, and it's not supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be exciting, but you're like mistaking the two. Okay, you get what I'm
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, show me page. Thank you. Oh, okay. And it's very interesting because this card says forgive somebody, but I actually feel like this is about you. I don't think it's about anybody else. Okay.
Okay.
So when I see that, to me, I feel like this is, how do I explain this? I can feel it. But if you have like super high expectations for you, sometimes it's not really even about you. It's like pleasing others. Do you know? So relax on that. Release that. Okay. This isn't about everybody else. This is about you. So
Okay.
forgive yourself for putting all that pressure on you. Okay, it's not supposed to be like that. Just trust and everything works out. I'm feeling like this is also a pretty creative time for you. I'm like seeing your sacral chakra light up. Okay, so take some time and get creative. Okay, go
Okay.
paint on rocks or something, and that will really like energize you and kind of recharge your batteries. It will also give you some time and space to regroup and come back to what is important to you, because I feel like you get sidetracked and you get tired. I'm not sure if you're like studying a lot or what this is, but I just feel like you're
Not studying.
not studying. Okay. I just feel like you're bombarded with all the other stuff. So
Mhm.
cleaning and clearing your mind, oftentimes nature will do that for you too. So
Okay.
get outside, okay?
Okay.
And barefoot. I think we forget about grounding. We forget to be barefoot. So get outside and your intention to clean and clear your body and re-energize yourself. Drink more water. I mean, yeah, all of those things. I think you're also like mineral deficient. Heads up, okay?
Oh, really? Okay.
I just kind of feel like, is it harder for you to wake up in the morning? Like kind
Yeah.
of blah.
Sleeper inner girl.
You're a what?
I'm a sleeper inner. I'll sleep in all day.
Ah. Yeah, I just kind of feel like kind of sluggish, like
Yeah.
it's hard for you to get moving. Uh, yeah, so ask your guides to like not work with you so much throughout the night, because oftentimes we're pulled in a
Yeah.
lot of different directions. So yeah, I hope
Yeah.
that helps, Paige.
It does. I'll stay up all night long. I'm like, why am I awake?
Yeah.
Wake up in the morning and I didn't go back to sleep.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much. Take care. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. You too.
All right. Marilyn, hello. Marilyn Clarence. Hi. Would you like a reading? I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself. There you go. Hi, Marilyn.
Hello there.
Hi, you look so pretty.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Going through
Good.
some health problems, but doing good.
Okay, so I want you to breathe that light in and send it through your body, just like we talked about. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Keep envisioning that light and healing your body. All right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I also feel like, yes, thank you. I'm seeing different cards in front of me, and I can see that you're like picking up the card and putting it down. Like, nope, nope, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. You're very undecided right now and what you want and what you don't want. And I think that's a scary time for you. You're really questioning a lot of things. Look, I get full goosebumps saying that to you. So do you get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I feel like there's a sense of comfort that you're missing. Like somebody in the spirit world is giving me a teddy bear that you just feel like you need that comfort and you need that love. Okay. So it's totally okay. I mean, I know we're not kids, but it's totally okay to grab a stuffy of some sort and just go through the motions. I think there's a sense of like grieving. There's a process of like grieving that you haven't fully done. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah. So your health issues, I think, are going to improve once you release, once you get this out of your body. Because
Okay.
you're just holding so much in right now. Oh, I have full goosebumps. You get it.
Yeah.
So much in. And I think that you're really not one to put other people out, right? Like you don't want to disrupt anybody else's peace or ask for help, really. So that's your homework. You have to ask for help, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
I will.
welcome, Marilyn. And I'll light a candle for you. I'll write it down right now. I will light a candle for you for your health and your healing, okay?
Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really honored to connect with you. So,
Thank you very much. Thank
thanks,
you.
Marilyn. Take care.
Bye. Okay.
Chelsea Lead. Hi,
Hey.
Chelsea. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm all right, thank
You
you.
got a little munchkin on your lap?
Yes, this is my daughter.
Hi. Oh, she's cute.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed this evening. Thank you
Yes,
so
thank you so much.
Good. Yes. Hopefully you learned a lot. Perfect, Chelsea. I'm going to thank you. I'm just seeing a star. Oh, the star. I'm not even gonna pull cards for you. I'm seeing a star. So I think that you're kind of you're putting out your wishes and you're also quite intuitive. Pay attention to what is coming in for you. Okay. I feel like your guides are giving you a lot of information and you'll hear it in either voices in your head or ideas or thoughts that you're like, where's that coming from? Okay. But you're very clairaudient. You can hear. You're very clear hearing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah. She
I've
says,
always felt very intuitive.
yeah, yeah, it's because you are. So just paying attention to that and really leaning into that more will help guide you. I think even like financially and everything. Okay. So just pay attention to that because if you feel a bit of like struggle or like intense like anxiety a little bit happening with maybe a couple of those things, just lean into your intuition, your gut. You have the ability, so like you're really gifted, so you have the ability to ask a question and receive an answer right away, even if it's not what you like, even if it's not what you want, but you will get an answer right away. Angels in the highest and best of the divine, tell me what I need to do for XYZ, whatever. Okay, be very specific and pay attention to exactly what they give you right when they give it to you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. I hope that helps you. If you are all, any of you ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in joining me for more readings, more teaching, and all sorts of stuff, it would be inside my Glow Up membership, and we will add a link into the Facebook group if you are interested in joining. But I would love to see you in there. I hope you all enjoyed this evening. Oh, our community is in the chat. So thank you, Kendra, for adding that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. I'm starting to lose my voice, so I'm going to call it an evening. I hope you learned so much about the full super new moon. And one last thing, before you leave, I would like you to fold up that paper and place it under a full glass of water on your windowsill. Okay. And tonight, even if it's cloudy, my house is a bit cloudy here in Puyallup, but tonight, the full moon with your intention, right, to charge up all the things that you're asking, your new story. Remember, you're going to write your new story down. So as that is under the full glass of water, it's going to charge all night long. Okay. And the next day, what I'd like you to do, you can either toss that piece of paper in the trash or bury it outside, whatever you feel. But I do want you to drink that full water. It's going to be fully charged with your intentions, things you want to release, your new story, everything. Okay, so go ahead and drink that. And that will really, truly set the intention for the next 6 to 8 months for you. So beautiful. I hope you all loved that. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you. I hope it was a great night for everybody. Yes, and if you get a wild hair and you want to post pictures of your intention jars, your full moon jars of water, that would be amazing. So please share, and anything that you felt from tonight's experience, please comment, please share. Maybe something that you learned you didn't know about. I love that so much. I love hearing from everybody. I'm looking through the messages right now. Yes. You don't have a windowsill, Patty? Don't worry. If you don't have a windowsill, that's okay. You can put it right outside on your front porch. That's fine too. If that intimidates you or scares you for critters, then it's all about your intention. You can put it in your kitchen as close to a window as possible. So that's fine too. Okay. Oh, thank you, Laura. You guys are all so sweet. Very sweet. Thank you very much. Yes. Yeah, Jessica, definitely ask for help, right? Like, you are not alone. Thank you very much, you guys. I'm going to get off of here. Have a wonderful evening. Blessings to you all. Please reach out to me if you want a reading or any other session. Quantum healing has been on fire lately. And again, don't miss out on 15% off. That code is Cool Kids, all caps, on my website and my booking page if you want to get in with a reading. It's also on my website at the very top. So if you, you can write that down or just jump onto my website, glowspiritualhealing.com. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. Have a great night.
Good.